tonight, and I'm really glad you could join us to celebrate this cohort of fellows in the 2022 Create Change Fellowship. Our first presentation is on a project titled Sidewalk Dreams. So this community activation presented an aggravated altar of community dreams for BedStuy. The group fellows presenting are Jessica Cortez, Kyra Asibe Bonsu, and Shari Jones.
Our activation was really a dream altar that we wanted to create and invite community members of BedStuy to dream with us. We wanted people to write poems, so we created dream cards where we invited community members to join us in making tissue paper flowers as well to add to our altar.
The act of dreaming provides hope. It provides an opportunity for those to build towards something or to facilitate a world in which they currently don't have. It's been a rough couple of years for all of us.
The other thing that we had main takeaway that we had around community building was leaving our project open-ended. So we had the altar, and part of having an unfinished product was that folks would be able to add to the exhibit. And then these are some of the examples of the poems that folks provided.
I was really grateful that the Laundromat Project had such research made available to us that they've already done.
I felt it was a great launching point for us to really understand more of the program and more about our creative practice and what we're looking for.
I want to move on to our second presentation of the evening. That one is by the artists Jing Don and Natalia Guzman Solano. The project is called Spread Out.
Our activation project is an invitation to relaxation, rest, expansion, and connection. One day I was imagining, what if people don't just pass by the street? What if we can slow down and rest right on the street of our neighborhood?
So our high focus activities involved reflection on placemaking and placekeeping through spatial visualizations. So on the one hand, we were inviting participants to interact with 3 historical maps of New York City. The maps were layered to emphasize the changing and constructed nature of spatial boundaries and placemaking. We asked community members, what is a place of rest for you in your neighborhood? Where do you go to relax? On the other hand, we also provided a whiteboard geared at engaging with our younger participants. And there was a prompt asking them to imagine relaxation in relation to green spaces. As someone with a background in ethnography and cultural anthropology, I really benefited from learning about how ethical accountability takes place through cultural organizing. That was super valuable to me.
We're going to move on to our final presentation for the night, Flags of BedStuy. So the work explores the flag as a cultural device that speaks to community diversity and representation. The artists who designed this activation are Mon and Majin Isaac and Brianna Harlan.
So as it was said, we created Flags of BedStuy as a collective activity to speak to the incredible diversity of BedStuy. And this includes quilts, banners, posters, prayer flags, and more. And we hope that Flags of BedStuy inspired people to express neighborhood and community pride, as important as national or institutional pride.
Our goal was to have something where people were also talking about BedStuy and talking about where they were from and their neighbors while building these flags.
We were able to meet BedStuy folks where they were. We held space for them to reimagine, share, play, intergenerational connection, agency, pride, and collaboration.
It's cool that it can be done in so many different ways and be utilized in so many different communities. It's a really place-based activation that I think benefits from learning from the communities and the geography and the story of the people around it.
I want to say thanks again. It's really, like I said, I feel privileged to be in this space with you all, and for the artists here today sharing such thoughtful and dynamic projects and ideas and offerings. So thank you for sharing so openly with us with these strategies.